Why did veterans and mothers join Vietnam War protests? Imagine fighting in a war, coming home, and feeling like no one cares. That's what many veterans experienced after serving in Vietnam. They returned with injuries and scars, both physical and mental, but often found the government and society ignoring their sacrifices. Instead of support and honor, they faced hostility or indifference. This made many veterans angry and disillusioned. They believed they had fought for a cause they now saw as unjust. Some groups, like Vietnam Veterans Against the War, started speaking out. They threw away their medals to protest what they saw as a senseless war. They also told the truth about combat, sharing stories of violence and suffering. Their goal was to show the public what was really happening and to push for an end to U.S. involvement. Mothers joined protests driven by heartbreak and worry. Many had lost sons in Vietnam or feared for their safety. They felt betrayed by the government that sent their children to fight. These mothers didn't stay silent. They demanded answers, challenged official stories, and fought for better care for wounded soldiers. Some organized marches and legal actions. Gold Star mothers, who lost sons in the war, tried to place wreaths at Arlington Cemetery but were turned away. That moment became a powerful symbol of how they were ignored and marginalized. Mothers also criticized how the government spent money on the war instead of helping families and communities at home. They wanted to show that the war was hurting families and tearing communities apart. Both veterans and mothers became part of a larger anti-war movement. They linked their fight against the Vietnam War to issues like social injustice and economic inequality. Mothers, especially women of color, pointed out how the draft mainly affected poor and minority families. Their sons were sent to fight while others stayed safe. They connected the war abroad with problems at home like poverty and racial discrimination. Their protests weren't just about ending the war but also about fighting unfairness and inequality. Their voices added moral weight to the anti-war movement and showed how deeply the war affected everyday lives. In the end, veterans protested because they felt betrayed and wanted to tell the truth about what they experienced. Mothers protested out of grief, protectiveness, and frustration with how the government handled the war. Their actions helped shape public opinion and made the anti-war movement stronger. Their participation showed that opposition came from many different people with different reasons, but all shared a desire for change.